Good evening, everybody. I am Stephanie, and I am so excited to welcome you to tonight's performance. Oh, thank you. I was on the wrong mark. Okay. Wow, I think this might be the most packed house we've ever had, so thank you all. You are definitely in the best place to be in Dallas on Saturday. Well, if you haven't noticed, I'm just going to tell you a few things before I turn it over to our director, Lisa. We have been filming a documentary about this program since this last July. And so you will notice some camera guys here in black. Some of them will be kind of up and down the aisles just a little bit. They're doing their best to not be disruptive, but if you see that around here, know that that's what it's for. You can expect in 2023 to get more updates about that. But otherwise, I hope you guys enjoy. Sit back, relax. During intermission, too, you can enjoy photos, concessions from Chances. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really, really appreciate you choosing to come here on your Saturday night. Now I'll turn it over to Lisa, who will talk some housekeeping.
You know, Stephanie Newland is our producer, and she is absolutely amazing, and wouldn't happen without Stephanie. So this is my 12th year here, and I think I recognize some of you in the audience. You might have been here for all 12 shows, too. Yeah, I see some hands waving. I've been here for 12 shows. Yeah, okay. So we have some fans. I really appreciate it. So it is so great just to be back with live theater. Isn't it nice to be back? So here's a little theater etiquette in case we forgot. First off, you can take all the pictures you like, but you must not use your flash. So go ahead and rig up your phone now so that you take all the pictures of us that you like, but no flash, because the flash will throw off the actors. Crying babies, and I address all of you crying babies out there, and I see there are many. Take your adult with you to the lobby when you feel it coming on. All right? Because you can still watch the show from the lobby. We have sound and screens out there. And in this show, it's particularly important because the cast can lose their lines very quickly if they get distracted. So please, crying babies, that one's for you. John Allen, I don't know if you're out there, but that's for you too. Silence those cell phones. How annoying is that? Let's go ahead and silence those cell phones right now. Double check them. Because we're in 1959, and we don't have cell phones in this show. And I'm going to ask you to, if you're wearing a mask and you can tolerate it, keep your mask on. There's a heck of a lot of us in here. And in particular, if you're going to greet the cast afterwards, I ask that you wear your mask, if at all possible. A lot of our cast are immunocompromised, and we want to make sure that everybody stays safe. We got a whole nother show to do tomorrow. And so with that, I'm just so glad that you're here, because you make the last part of this important production, is having the audience. And it's not like seeing a show on Broadway, right, where you bought your expensive ticket and you sit back and you wait to be entertained. And surely you will be entertained tonight. But in this one, we need your support, right? So it's not just us up here creating something for you. We're in this all together. And that's why the audience is so important. Our cast, on the very first rehearsal, I asked them, what do you want to say to all the people in the audience? And so they think about what's important to them. And what they want you to know is what's their viewpoint on the world. What matters to them? Because the cast, they aren't the people in the boardrooms, are they? They aren't on the newscasts. They aren't the ones writing the articles. And I think it's so important for us to give a voice to everybody in our community. Because when we hear the voice of everybody in our community, regardless of how they are abled, then it makes our lives richer. It makes our hearts richer. And that's why we called In Our Hearts this time. So, the actors are behind this curtain right now, and I can tell you, a lot of them have stage fright. But wouldn't you? Imagine if you were about to sing a solo up here, or to speak the words that come from your heart and you wrote, or you're about to do a dance or remember your lines. It's pretty spooky, isn't it? It's hard to imagine. And this year, we had a lot of challenges. Not only are we creating a musical from scratch, as we always do, but let's add on top of that a pandemic. Let us rehearse in masks, lose people to rehearsal due to COVID. We had the tragic loss of two of our great dearest friends during this time. And on top of it all, we're being followed around by a documentary crew. Now, we love them, try to ignore them. We have learned how to ignore them. All right, so it's a miracle. We pulled this off, and you're here to finish this miracle for all of us. But I really need to make sure you know your job. So when a joke happens, you must laugh loud. When you see something or feel something sad, please weep freely. And I also want you to applaud when you see somebody taking a big risk, because we're all up here taking a big risk. So right now, if you don't mind, let's let the people behind this curtain hear how much you're here to support them. All right. Tonight's play goes out to Austin Davenport and Mark Guerra, our loved ones that we lost. Please enjoy the show.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saves a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see.
Amazing Grace. Thank you for coming to celebrate my friend Bob Noel.
Hallelujah! You may be seated. Bob was a creative and giving man. He liked to start new projects just about a week ago. Bob invited me out to see the new amusement park he was trying to build. My wife, Mary Foster, would like to say a couple words now.
Bob was a friend of mine. And he had a faith. Stayed at church and loved this town. He was not about hate. Esther and Ellen, Johnny, want to say words about your father?
My father was always thinking like other people. Even in death, he will rise to heaven and live in heaven forever.
I'm sorry. We thank you all for being here. Our dad loved helping people, and he wanted to build an amusement park for everyone to enjoy. We hope you will support us by completing his dream. Thank you.
My dad was a policeman for many years. He knew everybody in the community. The thing you might not have not known, that he was once a good saxophone player. He introduced me to jazz and wanted to be a singer. It's my dream, and part of my dad's too. Dad, I love you.
Shoot. Dad did love jazz. We should make his dream come true, like he made our hopes for this talented country.
Anyone else want to say a word about your father?
My brother was a real good character. He was always giving his money away, and he spent his last dime on the amusement park. Bob gave his last dime crazy like that.
My wife and I are excited to be here.
He was a good man. Bob always gave his heart to others.
Give us our first song muy amigas. Man. Thank you all for being here. In closing, I would like to sing a new song just for our friend Bob. He loved to be singing. He just loved it.
This song is a joyful goodbye.
On these days, on these glorious days, I'm gonna be heaven bound. And I will sing me a traveling song. Don't look for me, 'cause I'll be gone. One of these days, oh, one of these days, I'll plant my feet on that beautiful shore where sorrow and pain shall be no more. Then I'll hear my Lord say, hello, friend, welcome home, come on in. One of these days, oh, one of these days. Everybody. On these days, on these glorious days, I'm gonna be heaven bound. Then I'll sing me a traveling song. Don't look for me, 'cause I'll be gone. One of these days, oh, one of these days, gonna plant my feet on beautiful shore. The sorrow and pain, there'll be no more. Then I hear my Lord say, hello, friend, welcome home, come on in. One of these days, oh, one of these days, we'll hear my Lord say, hello, friend, welcome home, come on in. One of these days, oh, one of these days.
I'm exhausted. Funerals make me tired.
Let's go home, eat a castle and rest.
Say, what was that all about? Asking people to donate money to the park in the middle of a funeral?
I was giving them a chance to help.
You're not really going to try to open the park, are you? There's nothing out there but a broken down food booth and some old rides. You don't have enough money.
We can't do everything right away. It takes time.
How much money do you actually leave us to finish the park?
Nothing, zero.
So we have to figure this out on our own or put our plans on hold?
What's wrong, Johnny?
He wants to be a famous singer.
You can sing at the park and he will bring in the guests.
Singing is not my...
It's not what you dreamed of. And we need your help.
I gotta go see Sally.
Johnny! I don't understand why you're so upset.
I don't want to get stuck here living someone else's dream.
It's not just someone. It's our dad's dream.
It's not my dream.
Johnny!
Johnny! Come back, I need casserole!
Let it be. Glad to see you all here. Can you bring in this hot dog?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. I'm Polly, and I am so excited for my
Nice to
very
meet
first
you,
job.
Polly.
I'm Jeff, and this is my friend Eunice. Thank you for hiring us.
I heard about your father. I'm so sorry he passed away.
Been in the teapot to give it to honor his memory. I'm JB. This is my friend Jenga.
Daddy would be so happy, and the children of the town will thank you too.
Any of you seen Johnny?
He's over at Sally's.
Who are these kids?
Our new park staff, Auntie Kay.
Anybody want a hot dog? We got plenty.
We already ate. Thank you.
So we have a lot of different tasks that need to be done.
I'll say.
We have a ride, a children's train, but it needs fixing.
Do any of you young men know how to fix a motor? Maybe you, Jeff. You look like you know your way around the engine.
No. No, ma'am.
I do. I'm studying engineering.
A girl studying engineering?
Oh, I was going to ask you, what? I was going to ask you and Polly to work in the kitchen. Because the old engine is not the right way to... Work in the...
A young lady.
Sorry.
You got it. I'm much better with machines than with food. I work on cars all the time.
Women and machines?
Come with me then.
Rebecca, I cook. I can help me food.
Boy who cooks? What's next? Dogs wanting to be cats?
Oh, I was going to ask, could Polly and Victor to the food book any K?
I've never cooked anything in my life, but I'm ready to give it a try.
You can't cook? What do you eat at home?
We eat at TV dinners.
TV dinners? Oh, come on, you two.
Now you can just, I don't know what you can do, You just sit here and rest while you're in a wheelchair.
I don't need to rest. I can do I don't need to rest. I can do a lot of things. In fact, I can write your advertising for the park. I'm a very good writer.
And I can assign you fires and pay you your signs.
You do design, but you do our yard work.
Just because I'm Hispanic doesn't mean I do yard work. I'm studying art in college.
Of course you do.
Who? The handicapped girl?
Of course you do. Ha ha. We need something every day. NTK, we have an arts with us.
Who? The handicapped girl?
No, the Spaniard.
Hispanic.
Of course.
What are you two young men? Carpenters?
How useful.
We need some entertainment white. Thinking they're out.
Yeah, we get costume characters, you know, like Mickey Mouse. Everyone's theme park costume characters.
Wonderful idea. Glad you came to volunteer.
What, did you say volunteer?
Pardon me, but how much are we getting paid? We'll discuss that later. Let's get started. Don't forget, you get free hot dogs.
Ma'am, I don't mean to be rude, but how much are we getting paid here?
And now you're stuck.
Right. Do either one of y'all know who's really rich who would like to invest in a theme park? No. Payday may take a while.
No payday.
Not right away. You get 10% of the park profits. And we make $1,000. That's $100 a month for each of you.
Wow.
Wow.
I don't think that makes
Are you math majors?
No.
Then don't worry about it. In the meantime, free hot dogs!
Come away with me. Let's go to the city. Though it may take some time for me to make the climb, just you wait and see. One day we're gonna be sitting pretty. I've got so many things I wanna do, so many dreams I wanna make come true. But baby, it won't be the same without you by my side. Come away with me, let's go to the city. If we should linger here because of doubt and fear, it sure would be a pity. There's a whole new world that waits for us, so why should we hesitate? Imagine how great it's gonna be. Come away with me. It's not easy for you, that's understood. You wanna go, but not sure you should. But think all the love we share. How can I make it alone if you're not there? There's a whole new world that waits for us, so why should we hesitate? Imagine how great it's gonna be. Come away with me. Imagine how great it's gonna be. Come away with me. Come away with me.
Listen to this intro.
Hey, people. Isn't that the answer to their sunshine days? Hey, people.
Hey, people,
Listen to me.
listen to me.
Why so worried?
Why so worried?
Why so gloomy?
Why so gloomy?
Wow.
Cool, man.
I'm Johnny Domino.
I'm Sally Store.
I'm Daniel, and this is Nancy.
So, you two came to New York to be discovered?
That's right.
Well, it's not easy.
Yeah, you had to really want it.
Oh, we definitely want it. Have you guys tried out for Ruby's Club?
You have to be invited to adventures there. They are very snooty.
We're performing on the street until someone discovers us, right, Nancy? And then we'll make it big.
Performing on the street seems like a tough life.
It's not so bad. In fact, it's pretty fun. Don't knock it till you try it.
We're doing Sunshine Days tonight. Here's the music.
What happened? No. Exactly. What?
This music is so smooth. Come on, sis. Come and dance with me.
Exactly.
That's enough. I have work to do, and you do too.
Oh, excuse me for having fun.
Yeah. That was lovely.
Oh, yes.
Thank you all so much for coming.
That is exactly.
Good night, Mr. Oldman.
Good night. Yes, Mr. Lee. How am I?
Thank you.
Yes.
Police
that
Chief
is-
Brown, it is always a delight to host you and your beautiful wife.
One night, Ruby. Thanks for sharing fun.
Always happy to donate.
I'll make sure I keep a sharp eye on Ruby's.
Good night.
Sleepwalking. I'm sleepwalking.
Where do you think you're going, Jack?
I was just talking to Nikki and Nora Charles. Did you know they're in the movies?
Of course I know that.
Well, they actually just invited me
You
to
aren't going anywhere. Now it's time for you to start working.
Work? But I've been working all day.
All day?
Don't be so hard at that kid. I saw him working.
You mean the few minutes that he was manning the door?
Hey! I did way more work than that.
Ha!
Can you quit fighting for a minute? I need to get my pay and get home. My old lady is waiting for me.
Come to the office, Chris.
You don't go anywhere. There is work to do here.
Hang in there, kid.
Have a good night. Hey, Chris. I swear, she's so bossy. You think she'd run for president of the United States?
You take a picture of the cello? Why?
I mean, come on. I could go anywhere from here.
Why don't you take a picture of my
Where's
cello?
that switch? There it is. You don't go anywhere. There's work to do here. I think I'll just go get a bit of nice, fresh evening air.
Hey, people.
Hey, people.
Listen to me.
Listen to me.
Why so worried?
Why so worried?
Why so gloomy?
Why so gloomy?
We all got blues that we want to lose. Don't hesitate, come on, celebrate. Hold on to hope and don't let go. Make plenty of room for sunshine days and crippled skies. Time to laugh and time to cry. Believe in love and realize life is a wonderful thing. Sunshine days and crippled skies. Time to laugh and time to cry. Believe in love and realize life is a wonderful thing.
Hi. Ah.
Nikki, give me some money for the musicians.
Yo, give him this.
Here you go.
What?
Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Johnny.
Yeah.
Daniel, come look at this.
Ah, good, Nikki, Nora, I made it to you guys. So, having a good time out on the town?
You betcha. Ruby's is lovely, but this is where it is at. I'm sick of stuffy old clubs. I'm ready to swing. Right, Nikki?
Now it's time for a swing.
Hey, are you those actors from the movie Sweet Rosalie?
Yes.
Nikki and Nora.
That's right. I suppose you want an autograph.
That will be swell. I can really I cut a lug to their music.
Ah, so you like this music?
Oh, if Ruby booked an act like this, we'd tell all our closest friends. Right, Nikki?
You booked me, buddy.
Great idea, Daddy-O!
We did great tonight, Donnie. You really took us to that moon.
We never made this much in tips.
Interested in making a lot more money?
Sure.
Well, have any of you ever thought of working at Ruby's?
You have to be invited to audition there. It is very hard to get a job there.
Yes, that is very true. But what if you all happen to know the owner's brother? And what if the owner's brother was standing right here?
What? Are you inviting us to audition for Rubies?
Looks that way, doesn't it?
This is amazing! This is exactly what happened! You go to New York and get discovered? Oh, Johnny!
Wait a minute, you two just came from the sticks?
I wouldn't call it the sticks.
Welcome to the big time! Man, who would believe it? I finally did something right. Who could conceive I'd be feeling this feeling? Flying high as a kite. Look out, world, I'm heading down a brand new pathway. Starting tonight. Now is my time to shine. Everyone has their moment, and this moment is mine. Not a loser anymore. Not like yesterday or the day before. It's onward and upward for me. Something within keeps saying everything's gonna be fine. It's my time to shine. Not a loser anymore. Not like yesterday or the day before. It's onward and upward for me. Something within keeps saying everything's going to be fine. It's my time to shine. My time to shine. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'll be here all week.
Thank you for having me over for some coffee.
You are welcome.
I'm worried about Ellen and Esther. They were working themselves to death at the park. They need money, and Mary and I noticed that Mr. and Mrs. Green were at Bob's funeral. Any chance you might want to talk to them about giving us money?
We can try. I heard from Johnny come back to sure he can some money.
We haven't heard from Johnny. Are you talking about Sally?
Sally writes and calls, and she's homesick.
Next time you talk to her, can you let her know we'd love to hear from Johnny?
Of course, and bless her heart.
Okay, you can do this. Hi, sis. I got some great news today.
Jack, where have you been? The show is canceled. I need you to set up so I can find another performer.
Oh, you know what? That's perfect because I've heard these great performers last night on the street.
Hanging out in the street again?
No. I
have half a mind to fire you.
Well, why don't you?
I made a promise to Dad to take care of you.
I can take care of myself, and I contribute plenty.
Ha!
Look, if you just given me a chance, even one chance to tell you about these performers I met on the street, I could solve your problem.
What performers?
That's more like it. So anyway, as I was saying, last night I heard these performers out on the street, and they are fantastic. You have to hear them. They're waiting just outside. Over there, over there.
Sonny, you're about to go to New York? Or about to audition to New York Jazz Club?
No.
You'll get your break too.
I don't know, Sonny, but New York is amazing, but I miss home.
Don't you want to dance?
I do, but...
I'm sorry, Jack, but they're not going to work out.
What do you mean you're not gonna work out? I mean, come on, you haven't even heard them sing yet.
I don't need to hear them sing to know that they aren't the right fit for the club.
Whoa. Aren't the right fit? I don't understand.
This is a high-class place. We can't have people like that performing here.
But
she is in a wheelchair, and I don't think I need to say more about him.
Now, wait a second.
I'll audition the white guy. Yes, him. But the other two have to go.
What's wrong with the wheelchair?
It's my club, and I make the rules. Business hasn't been going well, and I don't want to drive business away.
I can't believe I'm hearing this. Come on. You know that Nikki and Nora thought they were great.
My decision is final.
Oh, come on! Did Bing Crosby have to do stuff as questionable as this?
What just happened?
Well, this is where my career goes down. I'm sorry, but my sister only has room for one act, and she's gonna go with Johnny Domino.
What?
But we didn't even get to sing for her.
Yeah, she didn't even give us a chance, man.
I know, I'm sorry, but she's the boss, and she said her decision is final. I will try, and I will try to talk to her. I'm just not sure if I'll be able to change her mind. Again, I'm sorry. Johnny, feel free to come on in when you're ready.
Wow, I don't know what to say. If only she had heard you.
Are you gonna audition? Oh. All she did was look at us.
She obviously doesn't want to hear us sing on just because the way we look. Everyone just judges us before even giving us a chance.
Are you gonna audition after the way she treated us, Johnny?
I don't know, Dan. This is going to be my big opportunity. What do you think, Sally?
I don't know, Sonny.
I can't get this opportunity, guys. Sorry.
Traitor. I'm sick and tired of being treated like this.
Maybe, just maybe, someday they'll see us who we really are. Do you really see me? When you look my way, you see me sitting there. But I wonder if you know, or if you know where. I'm more than some young girl sitting in a wheelchair. If you could look that deep within, much matter what it's like to be me. I wonder, do you really see me?
I wonder, do you really see me? When you look my way, even though we're different colors and we come from different races, why so much war, so much hatred? Diversity is the key. Why should you measure what kind of man I am? Simply because of the color of my skin.
How often we may say we know how others feel, but sometimes people hide behind a wall. You have to take the time to know how others feel if you're ever going to know them at all.
I wonder,
do you really see me?
do you really see me?
Will you look my way?
When you see me there, I wonder if you know, or if you're even aware. I have feelings, I have desires, dreams, ideas, and ambitions too, the same as you. I want to be loved and accepted just as I am. Trying to imagine what it's like to be me. I wonder, do you really see me? Do you really see me? Do you really see me?
Mr. Green, the park attract people to our community. Businesses will all benefit from having an amusement park.
It would provide jobs for young people.
Some of the money from the park can help the homeless.
I agree. I could say yes. I might say if you agree to a few additions.
What addition?
What are you talking about, addition?
I like a cowboy statue that looks like me at the park. Well, welcome to everybody.
It might be possible you're financial support, buddy.
We should build a football stadium and call it the Bob Bowl.
Yes, I love that idea in honor of our dear friend Bob.
He was there first in the beginning. We should be there from now.
I remember when we first started talking about creating TV remote control. No one thought it was possible. But Bobby gave us money to work on it. Soon there will be a TV remote control in every house. Bobby could see the future, just like you, Davis.
You're right.
So we have a deal with Mr. and Mrs. Green?
Almost. We just need to see the park and how it's going along.
Will it be ready to open soon? I'd like to bring in my nieces. Will be the shows? They love the shows at the state fair.
You better make sure those rides and shows, girl.
Let's take a look, Davis. This is exciting.
I'll let Bob's family know they'd be thrilled to have you visit.
Where are the kids?
Are you okay? You're working yourself to death. Have a seat.
Hot chocolate and corn, what?
Those theater boys just came back and just came back with a truckload full of free costumes. Kids are trying them on now.
I got the train running.
Now that's a doozy. I wish Johnny were here to see this.
Johnny finally called. He's not coming back for help.
You girls are working yourselves too hard around in New York. And he's playing around in New York.
Let it go.
Come on!
I'm wearing this.
Yes, you are! I'm a parrot! I'm a pirate! I'm a pirate! And he's a giant panda!
And a rat!
Mickey Mouse.
That's not Mickey Mouse, that's a rat.
Which amusement park did you get these from? Here comes the unicorn. At least the unicorn is cute.
Unlike the rat.
Which amusement park did you get these from?
No park shaping on chinkados. No park shaping on chinkados. These from a dancer behind a cartoon shop.
Here's more.
That is huge. You King Kong rat.
The park can be called Random Animal Land!
What about the cowboys?
We can fight each other.
And then I can eat them.
No fighting, no eating. This park is for children.
King Kong rats, but it'll corn.
Don't pair me with the rat.
Maybe the cowboy could ride the unicorn.
No way.
We can put on a show.
The Rat Parrot Panda Show, or the Cowboy, a Lion and Unicorn Show.
Does anyone dance and sing?
What?
How about It's a Small World?
It's a small world after all. It's a small world after all. It's a small world after all. It's a small world. Copyright! Copyright! Copyright!
Your part.
Bob's legacy will live on.
That he did in life, that he in our hearts.
Amen.
Amen.
I can't believe it. It's really happening.
Now that you have money, we can get costume with this. It smells like trash.
And we could get more rides.
Yeah, and something other than hot dogs.
We told Mr. and Mrs. Green about the rides, the games, shows. They just want to see it first.
Randy and the investors want to tour the park.
Next week.
Next week?
There we go. Okay. If you will stay in your seats for the next few minutes, I'm going to have someone come up here and talk a little bit about our Belong ministry as a whole, and then you'll get to see a fabulous video that's kind of a behind the scenes of the documentary happenings. If you'll stay in your seats, and then you'll have about 10 minutes to use the restroom, get some popcorn, and come on back. So I'm going to have Reverend Paul Rasmussen come up here and talk to us a little bit, and we'll get intermission going. Do you want to stand up here? Go up here. I'll hand it to you.
Hello, everybody. We are very, very blessed that you're here. This is a great night, huh? Yeah. It's a pretty good night. This is Spotlight Theater for those of you that have never been here to see this, and for those of you that I've not met yet. My name is Paul Rasmussen. I'm one of many, many clergy here and pastors here at Highland Park United Methodist Church, and we are so incredibly blessed by your presence tonight. This started as a mustard seed years ago. This is our 12th year in doing this, and so much of the show tonight has to do with legacy and the perpetuation of legacy. And about 12 years ago, I got a call from my predecessor, Mark Craig. He said a lady named Sue Ringel is going to come see us, and she's going to make a pitch to do something here at the church. And would you join us for the meeting? And I said, sure, I'd love to. He goes, have you ever met Sue? I said, no, I have not. He goes, well, I don't know what she's going to pitch, but whatever she says, we're going to do it. That's what we're going to do. And so that was our attitude going into it. We had no idea. She had just come back from Fort Wayne, Indiana, and seen a production where her nephew was a participant in something very similar to this. And this was parallel to something we were already doing. Some 22 years ago, this church really decided to make a dent and to see what we could do to contribute to the journey of those of you who have family members who are disabled in any way. And what we recognize is sometimes folks that need a church the most might actually have access to one the least. And access can be unpacked in myriad ways, but churches sometimes have access problems. And so we decided we were going to do our best to break down barriers. We launched a little program called Night Owls. It was simply a respite program for siblings and for parents who had children with disabilities. And they could come up here to the church and get all the care they needed and could have a night out to go do whatever they needed to do. It started with one family and one class, and it grew and grew and grew like all kind of God-ordained mustard seeds tend to do. That became a second program, a second version of Night Owls, and then we began to launch many, many programs. We recognized what an unbelievable need there was in the community. So all of that, and then you fast forward about 10 years to our Conversation Sue, that gave birth to what you're experiencing now. And our program gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Right across the street, we have the Tolleson Family Activity Center. It is almost exclusively designed, about 65,000 square feet, to facilitate and to help and to serve those with disabilities, young and old. There are classes that run in there throughout the week. Chance's Pie Shop is there. We have a wonderful baking ministry. Daily classes from martial arts to ceramics to gymnastics to pottery to writing to creativity. Anything that this church can do to lift out the gifts and graces that God has bestowed on all of those in our community. And that means all of those in our community. And so it really has grown into a wonderful, wonderful program, and we're so very blessed. So one thing that you can do for us is just to let people know about the program. And here's the way it works. It's open to any and all. There's never any charges for any of our programs. We don't charge a nickel for any of our programs. It's part of the church's mission. Nor do you have to be a member of the church, participate in the life of the church, support the church financially, none of that. This is simply Highland Park United Methodist Church gift to the community because we think it's what God would have us do. And tonight is simply one of the anchor programs and pieces of a very global effort to do that. So we are so blessed that you're here. We've got a big, big second act coming up. We got to find out what happens. We got to find out what happens with this amusement park. And there was a line in there I noticed about how awkward it is to take up an offering in the middle of a funeral. It's really no less awkward to do so in the middle of a musical. But we're going to do just that. If you'd like to support our Belong Disability Ministry program, we sure would be grateful. You can do that. We're going to have some folks come around. But also in your playbill, there's a QR code. If you're more digitally minded, you can go to that QR code, and it'll send you right to our church's website. But thank you again so much for being here, and we cannot wait to close out the second act and see how this thing ends up. So welcome to Highland Park.
There's no have to turn it back to the cajon. So I need the cajon on stage. You just kind of like run it. You got it.
How's Ellen?
She's out of the hospital and back home.
What's wrong with her?
The doctors aren't sure. That's waiting for test results.
Have they told Johnny that Ellen was sick?
I don't know. I need to write Sally and let her know.
We'll pray for her.
Thank you, Christopher. Ladies and gentlemen, I thought we'd do something a little bit different than our usual show.
What's up, Jack? Don't worry, folks. Jack has a great idea. Jack's out of town.
On the catch where the mouse play. No, you.
Very funny, guys. Very funny, Mr. Oldman and Chief Officer Brown. So anyway, I thought I would like to invite onto the stage the lovely Mrs. Nora Charles from the movie Sweet Rosie Lee. Come up here, Nora.
Thank you, everyone. If you haven't seen Sweet Rosie Lee, please be sure to buy your tickets today. Anyways, I'm here to tell you about this little old jazz trio that Nikki and I discovered on the street. And I told Jack, I said, you need to book these kids in Ruby's. They will be a hit. Didn't I say that, Nikki?
So, without further ado, let's swing a little with Daniel. And Nancy Wheeler.
One, two, walk the house.
Feel the beat. Move your feet.
Stars of fate.
Take that syncopation.
So let it show.
Lose control. Join the celebration. It's a hallelujah day. Sing it out. Come on and swing it out. Children, lift your hands and sing. We're in the mood now. We're in the groove now. Children, lift your hands and sing. It's a hallelujah day. My knees! Children, lift your hands and sing. It's a hallelujah day.
Hi, Ruby. Those two great guys and that gal are really good. You should give it a try.
I think you're right.
Maybe you need a bass player?
I guess Jack was right about them.
Want me to get them over here so you can talk with them?
Thanks, Chris. That would be kind of you.
And you should talk. And you talk to Dad to let him know that he was right.
Zach found a winning act.
Yes, indeed he did.
Nikki and Nora, they left them.
I heard.
So, are you going to thank Zach?
Soon. Don't you have cleaning to do? My little brother played a trick on me and invited you in to play while I was away. Don't worry. I'm not mad. I'm glad. I saw the way the crowd loved you. I'm convinced. I'd like to offer you a contract to play weekends for the next 3 months. What do you say?
Thank you, Miss Wooby. We'll have to look at our schedules and get back to you. Is tomorrow good for you?
Certainly. Good night and congratulations on the great show. Mr. Stickman, Miss Wheeler, and Mr. Domino.
We don't have any other gigs.
She doesn't know that. If we make her wait, she'll pay us lots of money.
Huh, time to celebrate.
I knew this was gonna work. Come on, dinner's on me.
Oh, Johnny, the people love you.
They're gonna love you too, Sally, as soon as we get you an addition.
I got a letter from my mom because sis is so hard at work at the park.
Good for them.
They might have an investor. Esther and Ellen have been working really hard, Mom says. That Ellen is making herself sick.
Ellen is sick?
We should go home. Let's take on everyone.
We can't leave now. We gotta find you an addition so you can get work too. And I can't walk away when I'm finally discovered. Come on, Sally, be here for me.
That's Luke.
playing with the flyers?
Touch the teacup for me.
Work straight. Parent and teacup.
This is no teacup. This is my pirate ship. Artemis!
Fiona, I think I bought the train.
Okay. Okay, yeah, my recipes frozen bananas.
Delicious, Victor.
Well, crave for the bananas.
In the parking lot.
Go get spam.
Don't put on your costumes, kids. I want to make horses show. Mr. and Mrs. is going to be here in 2 days.
But the painting theater's still wet.
Then we're going to horse out here. Go, go, go. It's okay. Okay. Let's go.
Eunice, I like your flyers. Maybe we can teach the song to the kids. And it goes, sunshine days and clear blue skies, time to laugh and time to cry. Believe in love and then you realize life is a wonderful thing.
I liked it, and Daddy would have loved it too.
It would be so cute.
Okay, here we go. Parking lot! Where bananas and mushrooms in the parking lot, investors in the parking lot. They're coming now with the minister. And then one of them, probably on the staff. Ambassadors are here early! Clean up these bananas. Jeff, get the frozen. Oh, yeah, Victor. Victor, get the frozen bananas and the hot dogs. Jeff, get the signs. Bananas! You gotta get this tin running. Clean up these bananas.
And the ticket booth is over there. And the road is over there.
Right? We're just on the road.
We want to see the park. Of course, I just love this view. Look over there.
I'm ready to try a famous hot dog.
I can't wait to see the show.
Before we go any
which way is the stage?
Before we go any further,
Can we just see the park?
Thank you.
Hot dog, frozen banana. What are you supposed to be? A rat? Lion? What's that thing?
Unusual. Is this a show? We were told this was a show. We've read.
Show, Ellen.
oh no, the show! Ah! Okay, we've all got some blues that we wanna lose. Let's celebrate. I'm sorry.
What is so funny?
plenty of room for sunshine days and clear blue skies. Time to laugh and time to cry. Believe in love and you'll realize life is a wonderful thing.
Now, finish your show.
Sunshine days and clear blue skies. Time to laugh and time to cry. Believe in love and you'll realize life is a wonderful thing. Believe in love and you'll realize life is a wonderful thing.
The park employees, Aaron, Jake, James, Luke, Efren, Mary Claire, and Caroline. Stand up and go. Bow. There we go. The millionaires and the ministers. Go back. Leah, Davis, Scott Beard, and Constance. There we go. The New Yorkers, Katie, Christian, Scott, Abby, and Nicholas. Here's my New Yorkers. Ready? And bow together. There we go. Ruby's Club, Chris, Shannon, Jacob, and Andrea. Come on, where's Shannon and Chris? Shannon, get up there. Ready? And bow. The Noble family, Kinsey, Christy, and Cindy. And starring Nancy, Daniel, Sally, and Jason Carter. Ready? Everybody together. Hands up. And big bow. All right. Everybody back up, back up, back up.
I couldn't.